Hi, Sharon here. I'm going to have to apologise first. We've got very high winds here again and it's looking, you might be able to hear all the plastic outside on our gazebo flapping around. Okay, today I'm doing a quick tutorial on laminating playing cards but stamping the laminate first. I've used playing cards and I've also got some vintage Monopoly cards. These are actually from my own set from when I was a child. They're probably quite a few years old. At least the 60s, 1960s. And it's different images I've tried out. Okay, what you have to do first of all is get your piece of laminate, not the glue side. You get your shiny side. Get your cards, put them down underneath so you know roughly where you're going to stamp. You also need to use a permanent ink like StazOn I've got here, which you then ink up your stamp. I'm using a script letter here, and some I've just put, as you can see from this one, I've put the whole thing over, and then this one I've just done bits. So if I put that on there, press quite lightly because otherwise you tend to smudge it and you have to be careful when you're pulling it up. So it's like that, and then I'll do it again with the script down here. Oops. So leave that aside. Now, as you can see here, it's still quite wet. At least I'm hoping you can see. Let me move that out of the way. Don't know if you can, but anyway, it is still quite wet. Sorry about that, moving the camera around. So you can't use a heat gun or anything like that to dry it off. Obviously, otherwise you'd be melting things, especially the plastic. So you just have to leave it aside, and I usually stamp them in the mornings and then come back and finish it off in the afternoon. So I leave that aside. In true Blue Peter style, the lovely children's programme from many years ago, here's one I've done earlier. I've stamped earlier. So for this, you put them, I think I put the red one there, over the top roughly. Get your scissors, cut off there, and then get your greaseproof paper that's folded in half. I can usually do 3 at a time, and then place these how you like them on there, like that, and then I'll just put them through the laminator, go through there. Meanwhile, I'll show you these. I've done these in red, again a StazOn. They're quite nice, so you can, as long as you've got a permanent ink, you can try all different colours. On the black ones that I did earlier, I've also backed them, so you just put on the backing what you like. I use 3-in-1 to back them, and I'm making a bee journal at the moment, and this one I'm going to use for that. I think they've not quite come through. One of the other things that I found, this is an accident, is if you've got a stamp rather that's quite a thick, like this was a bee, so there's quite a lot of ink on it, and when you take it away it tends to smudge quite badly. So what I found is stamps like the script stamp, or even this small flower stamp and a swirl, they work quite well. It's not too inky and doesn't smudge too much. Otherwise, if it's quite what I call a thick stamp, it doesn't stamp properly, it smudges, and it doesn't look very nice at all. Okay, you then take these out Move that over there a bit, that's it. They pull off quite easily. Off of there. Turn that off for a minute. And then all you do is I just cut right up to the edge. I have no problem with them peeling away. Now I haven't tried it with gloss. I don't think the stamp would be very good with the gloss. I haven't tried that yet. But I have, these are the matte ones, matte pouches. And I do tend to favour them a bit more than the gloss. I do prefer them. And then I just trim around the edge. Oops, like that. Oh look, I've still got a bit there overhanging. Trim that off. And trim off. And you see you've got a lovely card with a stamp on. These ones I made a few days ago. They're not coming off. I've used 3-in-1 to stick the backing on. These ones I made yesterday. Even with this, they're not. I've got old cards, so the cardboard is coming a bit away, but on the actual laminated playing cards, they're not. So I'm going to be backing these shortly. Now they've been done. So yeah, they work out quite well. Get rid of that. The bin. As you can see, so you just trim it off. Again, using 3-in-1, if you wanted to put something else on top of there, you could do. And I think they've come out quite nicely. Thanks very much for watching. Speak to you soon. Bye.